Okay, good evening, Shima girls. Now, what's going to happen here is that I am going to say quite a few things regarding what protective styling means to me and even share some of my very own life experiences regarding, what I've gone through with my hair and things of that nature. So I was going to address your comments and stuff, but what I'm going to do, I'm going to go into the comments section itself and I'll address it there. But this video, I am going to focus on what does protective styling mean to Shima. And let's begin. Okay, I am going to start off by describing what it has meant to me, and then I'll once again jump into the definition of protective styling. So I'm going to set it up that way. Okay, here we go. Protective styling, not to sound corny, but it is the truth. Protective styling has changed my life. Why? Because protective styling, along with the continual use of my Shima oil, of course, and the gentle handling and all of those vital techniques that goes hand in hand with proper black hair care has revolutionized the condition of my hair, which in terms has revolutionized my self-esteem as a woman of color who happens to have Afro-textured hair. And I just wanted to point out that in light of this video, I am wearing my hair in a protective style with the, the hair bun attachment. So this is it. And I've demonstrated the tutorial in a previous video. And as we very well know, as women of color, we are usually stereotyped with the quote unquote bad hair, just simply because we have Afro textured hair, which is a very unique type of hair texture that I don't see no other race with. So it's very unique texture, but it is stereotyped because of the lack of knowledge regarding proper black hair care. Okay, so this is why I have done everything that I can to re-educate the women of color regarding proper black hair care. So the stereotype, these myths can vanish into thin air. Okay, so what am I saying when I say that protective styling has revolutionized my life as well as my self-esteem? Okay, this simply means that now that I have learned how to keep my hair healthy and get it to grow as long as I want it to grow, I now feel more confident. I now feel more comfortable, and I now feel more empowered than I ever did before. I did not used to feel this way before, which meant that my self-esteem was very, very low due to the fact that my hair was in such bad shape and did not appear to grow. So this goes hand in hand. Our hair is a very essential part of our bodies and how we feel as women regarding our beauty. And I'm going to get into that right now. Okay? This is why we have to understand something here. Whether we like it or not, and whether we want to admit it or not, we as females are constantly being judged by how we look on the outside. Therefore, as a female, I consider my hair as an extension of my femininity as well as my overall beauty. Okay? As females, we are the gender that represents beauty, and that is a fact. As females, we are the gender that represents beauty, whether we like it or not, whether we want to admit it or not. Therefore, when we feel or we think that something about us is not beautiful, we begin to feel ugly. Okay? This is how we begin to feel. This is especially exacerbated when we are living in a country or in a surrounding, be it a school, a workplace, or even an island that is telling us either subliminally or right in our faces that because our hair looks a certain way or doesn't grow to a certain length, we are therefore ugly or not good enough. Okay? Therefore, your mind begins to tell you, gosh, if I have kinky, coarse, nappy hair, I could never achieve great lengths of hair. Everything around me is straight, white people hair or Indian people hair or just another texture that doesn't look like my hair. I don't see, the woolly type of hair around me represented in the billboards, represented in the commercials, represented in the teen magazines I read, represented in the TV shows I'm watching. So what's wrong with me? I guess I'm just not good enough, therefore I feel ugly. And that my hair will never grow waist length. Heck, I'll be lucky if it grows armpit length, you would say to yourself. All these negative thoughts will be consumed in your subconscious, telling you over and over that your hair is not good enough due to the surroundings, due to the media, due to television, due to the people who are in power that bring a certain standard of beauty into our lives. And if we don't meet that certain standard of beauty, we're gonna feel out of place. We're gonna feel like we don't belong, therefore we're gonna feel ugly. And this is especially evident in our young black females because they're just growing up. They haven't experienced life yet. So this is a very serious issue, and I'm putting it out there in its rawest form because it needs to be acknowledged. And it doesn't help when your own kind bashes your hair texture. I still remember, and this is a very sad, unfortunate situation that occurred, but I'm going to share with you, Shima girls. I'm going to share with you today because I want you to understand how serious this can get and how serious it has gotten, unfortunately. I still remember being in the 6th or 7th grade, I believe, and there was this black boy in the classroom, and I overheard him. He was right next, not really next to me, but I think behind me, a couple of desks behind me. But we heard him loud and clear. Okay, this black boy was in the classroom and he was comparing this white girl's classmate's hair to this other black girl classmate's hair. Okay, we were all classmates there. Okay, so the white girl's hair was brown and straight, the good type of hair with the good grade. So yeah, the white girl's hair was brown and straight, and the black girl looked like she was in the middle of a transitioning period, which means that she was allowing her perm to grow out and the roots were showing. And unfortunately, that day, I don't think her hair was combed properly. So, she really got it that day. Okay. So, anyways, I vividly remember this black boy saying to the black girl classmate as he was pointing at the white girl with the good hair, he said something to this effect. He said, "Look at your hair and look at hers. Your hair isn't as pretty as hers. You got nappy hair. She got good hair." It was something to that effect. He said to his own kind, meaning that he was an African American boy and she happened to be African American as well. So it was his own kind he was saying this to. Now, you tell me, what do you think that does to just a kid who was in the 6th or 7th grade? And I am referring to the black girl that he said this to. Do you think that those words just went in one ear and out the other for that young black girl? The receiver of those cruel, heartless words? I seriously doubt it. Because those are the kinds of evil, hateful memories that stays with you for the rest of your life. And even if you're not thinking about it constantly, it still remains in your subconscious, which means another similar situation can trigger that bad memory at any moment. Or similar words that you got nappy hair, that look at her hair and look at yours. That is some hurtful stuff. That is some hurtful stuff. And it's so hurtful that even though those words weren't directed at me, I still felt the sting of those painful, terrible, vile words. I felt as if I was the receiver of those words. Why? Because my hair was also afro texture, and he was also my color. So I can't even imagine what that young girl must have felt. Protective styling is any hairstyle that keeps the ends of your hair moisturized and hidden away for a prolonged period of time. Now notice that I said any hairstyle. Did I say anything about just wearing braids as your protective style? Did I say anything about just wearing a French twist as your protective style? Did I say anything about just wearing a French braid as your protective style? No. What I said was protective styling is any hairstyle that keeps the ends of your hair moisturized and hidden away for a prolonged period of time. This means that you can get creative, Shima girls. I'm always encouraging you to be creative. Shima girls are creative, and create your own version of your protective style. Okay? As long as they keep the ends of your hair moisturized and hidden away / protected for a prolonged period of time. Moisturized meaning you're going to be Shima oiling your hair before you actually do the protective style. And then once you do the protective style, you're going to continue to moisturize the protective style on the outside every day or once every other day to keep the hair moisturized. Okay? Remember, our hair grows on average half an inch a month. Some people hair grow faster, some grow slower, but the average is half an inch a month. So this means you have preserved anywhere from 1/4 to 3/4 of an inch during that 1 week to 2 week period if you kept your protective style in place and untouched for at least, again, those 7 to 14 days, meaning 2 weeks. What are these facts regarding protective styling telling you? It should be telling you this. The longer we keep our hair in a protective style, the longer our hair will become. Okay, so thank you for watching this video, and I hope again you learned a lot, and you now understand a little bit better where I'm coming from. Okay, so see you next time, Shima girls.